a very special webinar. We appreciate everyone for being on. It looks like we got hundreds on from all over the country. I see John out there in Phoenix, Arizona. I see Sherry. Guys, welcome to the Webcast. Very special call today. We appreciate you being on. Steve down there in Florida, how you doing? I notice he's got a lot of his team members on. We got the Midwest covered up here in Ohio as well, so we really appreciate you being on. This call is being recorded for future play, and Shelley and I just want to thank you for spending a few minutes with us as we go through this presentation, and you'll be able to use it later for recorded purposes to be able to play it again. So thanks so much. We're going to get started. For those that don't know me, I'm Jeff Cosgrove. I'm actually coming to you live from my home here in Monroe, Michigan, and we're doing this presentation for future use. But we got a lot of guests on the line, and let me ask you a question if you're a guest. What if our company has the perfect product? You know, if you've been looking for a home-based business, today is all about exploring and discovering and seeing a company that really has the perfect product out in the marketplace compared to a lot of the other home-based businesses. Let's get started and learn a little bit more about what we do here. First of all, like I said, I live in Monroe, Michigan. I'm a former, right out of high school, I went into the United States Air Force. I spent 4 years active, 2 years reserve. And when I left the Air Force, I went down to, I was in Tampa. I went down to South Florida where they were hiring for the police force, and I became a sheriff's deputy. And because of home-based marketing, Shelley and I actually retired at the age of 41. I got involved in home-based marketing from a friend that handed me a cassette tape, and I was working the business part-time as I was also a deputy sheriff. At that time, I was a detective, and I had about 18, 19 years in on my job. And because of the gentleman that took the time to give me a cassette tape, and I got involved in this industry, I failed my first company, but we worked the second one real hard, and we were able to retire both of our jobs, and we did that in 7 months. And we have not looked back ever since. Now, Shelley was a former office manager down in Florida. So we've spent, even though we're living in Michigan, we spent the majority of our lives down in Florida. She ran a construction office, and I met her actually by coming in to arrest her boss. My partner and I were working warrants, and her boss had a warrant for his arrest, and she happened to be working the counter when I walked into the construction office. And there's a lot of story behind that, but we can share it with you later when you become part of our family. But we've been together now going on 15 years. So, but we were able, with this company that you're about to look at, replace our job incomes within 24 months. A little prior to this, we had gotten out of the industry for a while, and then I got headhunted by a food company to lead up their distribution team. And in January of 2008, they sent me an email, the managers an email, and said, your position is being eliminated with the company. And basically they terminated our position, as well as others, and then they ended up closing up the business. But the funny thing behind it is that we were down and out because we had all our eggs in one basket. And gosh, you know, you start looking at that and saying, you know, when you're 48 years old, at that time I was, and the only thing I knew was really how to be a cop, and basically that's really what we all knew in networking. You're about as upside down as they come because you can't go out into the job market and get an average job. I knew a little bit about real estate, but you know, times were tough, and we were up here in Michigan, and so we lost our home to foreclosure. It put us in bankruptcy, but it's funny how things change. You know, if you pursue something and you really work hard, like we did in this business. Within 24 months, we were able to never have a job again. We created enough income, residual income. It's true residual income with this company that we can work 100% from home. We work part-time. We don't work full-time hours like we did when we had jobs. We were working, 70 hours a week each, and we're able to make a living right from our little office, a little bedroom office that we have. Now, some of the things that we like to do because we have time to do it is we love the boat. If you notice in the picture, Shelley's standing next to our Chris Craft motor yacht. That we love to sail, go on the Great Lakes. I mean, it's one of the things we love to do is go out in Lake Erie, go out cruise down the Detroit River, go across to Canada, eat lunch, and just spend the day relaxing and being together. We spend our time 100% together, and we play golf together, and we go RVing together. A lot of people always ask us, how do you guys spend all that time together? why wouldn't you? Shelly is my best friend. I wouldn't want to spend time with anyone else but her. And this business allows you to do that. You can make the decision whether or not it's for you or not. But I can tell you it's changed our lives. And the nice thing about it is that we're not selling anything, and we're helping tremendously out in the community with a lot of lives that need affordable prescription coverage. Now, over the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you how to earn more money, enjoy more time, more freedom, and pay less taxes, all without interfering with what you're currently doing now. So it's not going to interfere anything you're currently doing. It won't interfere with the kids. It's not going to interfere with your church. It's an absolute incredible business. Now, let's talk about what's going on in the world. And this is kind of like the slide I don't like to show, but I want you to understand that there's record inflation and deflation, bankruptcies, gas, as I do this presentation here in Michigan today, about $4 a gallon, record unemployment every single week. People are filing for first-time unemployment. More people in the country, sadly, are on food stamps and government assistance than ever before, bank bailouts and sputtering recoveries. You know, the old plan, if you were like me, my parents taught me to go to school, go to college and get good grades and then get out and get a career and spend 40 years there. Well, that was the old way of thinking. They never taught me entrepreneurship. I never learned it in high school. I never learned it when I was in the military. And I can tell you that, you know, today that old plan is broke because most people, first of all, can't find a job when they get out of college. In my case, I ended up in the military, and it was because my grades were not good enough to go to college. So my dad marched me down there. Back in those days, you know, you didn't argue with your parents. There was no, you know, should I or shouldn't I. It was that marched me down to the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine office down by Detroit and said, pick one of those because you're going to go in the military. And so I picked the Air Force. That's how I got in the Air Force. And I don't regret it for a minute, but back in those days, you just did what your parents told you to do. And consequently, what I did is, you know, I ended up with a career at one of the largest sheriff's offices in South Florida, or the largest, and I can tell you that I worked my career. I worked 20 years there, and I left because we got involved in home-based marketing, and we're able to make it work. And so, but there's a lot of people that don't have the ability to do that. You know, they don't have the ability to work a job for a career. You know, the career type of thing is really kind of broken because most people in America are retiring broke. That's the facts. The average Social Security payment is less than $500 per month. So if you decide to lean on Social Security, how well is that doing for you? $500 a month. That's not a good lifestyle. I don't even know how you can live on that. So, you know, that plan's broken. Now, we know we should start our own business. We're all here on this this webcast today, and we should start a business. You know, obviously, if you're here, you're interested in a business. But at what cost? You know, if you buy an existing business or a franchise, they're very costly, and they have a high failure rate. You know, these brick and mortar businesses, just because you hang a shingle up and start a business doesn't mean you're going to be, you know, profitable because you have millions of dollars in supplies and inventory and those employees you got to hire and those complex government regulations and the time commitment. You know, one thing about our business that I'm going to show you here in a minute is that there's not a lot of time commitment to make it work. And a lot of brick and mortar businesses, they fail. The fact is they fail over 90% fail within 5 years. Those aren't very good odds. So, you know, you take a look at a book that really changed our way of thinking was Robert Kiyosaki's Cash Flow Quadrant. You know, had I not been introduced by a cassette tape to network marketing, I'd still be an employee trading hours for dollars. I'd be up in the E quadrant. E quadrant says you're going to be an employee. In other words, you're undersold. What they pay you, you know, what the sheriffs paid me all the way through my career was an underprice. You know, I was worth more than that. But we tend to go by what our boss says we're worth, and that's wrong. Now, we could be self-employed and look at it that way, but they trade hours for dollars too. See, what we're trying to do is have a business that you can do once and leverage yourself and be paid on a lifetime of it. That's what we're talking about. So we want to move ourselves to the right quadrant there on the screen and be business owners, okay? Business owners that allow people and systems working on our behalf, and that's what Shelly and I do, and eventually become investors. So we know we should be business owners. And also another book I recommend is The Business of the 21st Century, another one from Robert Kiyosaki, and he details the reasons why that the average everyday person that doesn't have a lot of money, doesn't have a lot of ongoing resources, should get involved in network marketing as a business of the 21st century. And I recommend this book as well. Now, the advantages of being involved in network marketing, first of all, the training and support systems are in place. You're not alone. I can tell you that if you join my team, Shelly and I are going to give you training. We do about 6 different calls a week for you to plug into. You're not going to be left in the cold like a lot of businesses are. It's low risk to get involved, low startup cost, low ongoing cost. Typically, you can join a networking company for $500 or less. Ours is a lot less than that. You can start part-time. You work where you want and when you want. That's the neat thing is we got a laptop, so Shelly and I like to travel about every 90 days. We take a break, and we travel. Our business still goes, though, and we can check on it as we go with our laptops and make calls with our cell phones and have Internet access. Very simple. A lot of tax advantages and high profit potential, and I'll cover those in a minute. And residual income. You know, I never knew what it was like to have residual income because, remember, I was a cop, and we just traded hours for dollars. Well, residual income is where you do the work once, you get paid over and over again. And so that's the neat thing about this. And once you get your first taste of it, you're going to not sleep because when you see a residual income check come in, you're going to say, oh, my gosh, this thing is cool. Because usually, you know, you get paid, you work 10 hours, and you're making $10 an hour, so you're going to make $100, and that's it. You know, that's what you figure on. But not in this business, and it continually grows. Now, what are the common choices? I'm not going to kid you here today. There's a lot of choices in network marketing, and maybe some of you have tried these other businesses, and I'm going to share the good and the bad. Cosmetic and skincare companies. You know, there's always the problem is you're competing with several companies in a row that offer the same products, and so that's an easy way to lose your distribution force. Nutrition and weight loss. There's always some kind of new lotion and potion coming out. And, you know, who wants to go door to door and sell these things to our neighbors? I don't. I'd rather work from my desk and computer and be able to help people. Juice companies. You know, there's another juice of the month. I call it the Juice of the Month Club. And they're all overpriced. And they're all competing with each other. And they all have some magic, you know, juice that comes from the root of some tree that's been in the only desert ever in the world. And, you know, then there's household products and technology products. Service, financial, travel, and discount programs. And not that these are all bad. People do these things. I mean, they sign up for these things, but they don't realize, you know, sooner or later you can only stock so much in your closet. And then you open that closet and all these bottles come flying out. And I say this because I've been involved in these type of companies. And they're very, very hard to deal with. You got to be passionate about what's in these bottles. You got to be passionate about what's in the skincare, the anti-aging products. That's not something that Shelly and I really felt real good about. And, you know, once a consumable product is consumed, it's gone forever. So you got to go back after that customer again and again and again. Unlike ours, where we hand somebody a free RX card, they keep it in their pocket. They don't have to present it again when they go to their pharmacy. It's logged in. You're logged in. Let's say they use Walgreens. They're logged in with your ID number for life. They don't have to show that card again. You know, products eventually expire and become worthless. So what do you do with them? You throw them out. You spend good money and you throw them out. Auto ships for these companies are off the hook. I mean, I was talking to the gentleman today that was on the phone with me, and he was trying to get me in a company that was doing organic food. Well, their auto ship was $400 a month. That's a lot of money, $100 a week. I don't know how an average person working a job could afford to do that. But what if I show you today the perfect product? What if I show you a company that absolutely has a perfect product? I'm going to make my case to you here. It's the free RX card. You can carry it in your pocket. Millions of people need it right now and know somebody that does. The product is life-changing. The product is used monthly without any further interaction from you. This is what I like the best. See, once I hand it to somebody and they're off to go use it, they don't have to deal with me again. Competitors can't make a better one. It has a long-lasting financial value, and it can be shared between family members. So if I give you a card and you got 4 kids that need prescriptions, you can actually pass that card on once you're logged into the pharmacy. And the need and demand is at an all-time high. I mean, this thing is off the hook right now. I mean, it really is. And, you know, I didn't see it when I first joined the company 4.5 years ago, but right now we got people calling our house, calling our cell phones, but send me another 100 cards. You know, send this doctor another 200 cards. Send my cousin 20 of them. I mean, that's what's happening in this business is because we have the perfect product. We're different. Now, let's talk about what the product does. Well, first of all, the average savings is 10 to 75% on most prescription drugs, and we're involved in over 53,000 participating pharmacies. Now, the 10 to 75%, we're talking name brand and generic, so it's not just one thing that's covered. We're talking both. The card is free. You can print it online from one of our websites. Everyone qualifies. There's no deductibles, no waiting periods, instant activated, instant savings. Now, Shelly and I, we carry the cards with us in our pockets, so we make it simple. But you can send people to your website for them to print off a card. But we have a formula for doing it the right way, so we'll share that with you when you join the team. Now, how does it work? Well, people take your card to the pharmacy and they save up to 75% or more. The card is accepted at all the major pharmacies. We're talking about Walgreens, Save-On, CVS, Costco, Sam's Club, Target, Kmart, Walmart. The card never expires. The front side of the pharmacy card has all the numbers on it. You'll see it there on my screen. And those numbers track back to you. So you'll get a unique ID number. You'll be logged in all the pharmacies, including pharmacies in Guam, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. And so basically, when that number is used, it shows up in your back office, by the way, when someone uses it. We just don't know who. But the fact is, once it's used, you get credit for it and you get paid. Now, the back side of the card, and again, this is a choice if you choose this type of card, it's what we call an opportunity backside. It tells people how to use the card. It also tells people that there's a opportunity attached to it that they can get involved with you. So you don't have to do any kind of chasing of your friends and family, because the backside of the card, if you hand it out to enough people, there's going to be some interested in the opportunity. We have a recorded call that's on the card, and so basically what they do is listen to the recording. It's about 2 minutes long, and then in turn they'll call you because your name will be on the card as the rep that handed them the card. So it's a very simple formula. We got this thing down. It's a lot of fun. It's simple and easy. It's New Legacy. Now, the industry we play in, and I didn't realize when I joined how big this industry is, but it's $300 billion. $300 billion industry right now is projected over the next few years to be $500 billion. My question is, are you going to grab your share? 90 million, as I do this webcast today, 90 million with no prescription benefits. Baby boomers are retiring at a rate of 7,000 daily, and many of them have no benefits at all. Unemployment numbers, as you know, are over 300,000 weekly. They need drug coverage. Half the U.S. population, believe it or not, takes one or more prescriptions daily. 1 in 3 seniors take 3 or more daily. It's a big market out there. More children in America right now are being put on adult prescription drugs for obesity and ADHD, and they need our help. So the market's huge out there. It's not getting smaller. It's getting bigger. That's why you see a pharmacy on every street corner in America, because Americans are on prescription drugs. Now, you can say that's bad or it's good, but the fact is that these drugs are keeping people alive a lot longer than they used to. You know, people were dying in their 70s. You know, now my father sadly passed last year. He was going to be 91. He was just shy of his 91st birthday. So it's because of the medicine that people are on. Now let's talk about our company. And we're a family-run company. And I'll tell you right now, we're not a big corporate conglomerate. There's a lot of these networking companies. They've partnered with several people, several companies, and they pull together and they get hundreds of thousands of reps. This is a company you absolutely can make a name for yourself right now with our company. The company is run by Dr. Devin and Sherry Holland. They're out. They run the company from the beautiful Holland Ranch, which is about 55 miles northwest of San Antonio, Texas. They got over 20 years of building affordable health care plans and distribution teams. So they've been in the industry for years. That's what they do. Company owners of several successful direct sales companies, and they're the experts in the prescription drug industry because they put this together. We was the first company to go online in this business model. So it's fantastic. And the office is run by Anna Chinchilla, Director of Client Relations. Now, I'm here to tell you that this is a family-run company, but yet it pays like a billion-dollar company would pay. And the reason why is because we don't have the overhead. See, a lot of companies have overhead, but you know, at New Legacy they don't have the overhead. So it makes it just a win-win situation for everybody. All right, so we offer 2 ways to get started. Very simple. Independent managing rep, $39 to get started. Pace setter, one time, $269 to get started. And each position offers a different financial opportunity for you. So it's a rather simple formula. Let's talk about what you get. Well, you also have access to a lot of tools. You know, a lot of companies don't even give you tools to do things with. We have the opportunity. We give you 2 websites, an opportunity product website, online and physical cards, so people can print online at your website. Shelly and I, we use physical cards. We carry them everywhere. Marketing posters to hang in doctors' offices, postcards and sizzle cards to do direct mail campaigns, flip charts and folders. We got live opportunity calls. We do opportunity calls 3 nights a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday nights at 9 o'clock. We also do trainings 3 times a week, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at 8 o'clock. So not only going to be trained, but you also have the opportunity to expose people to our company. You get online activity reports. We got advertising co-ops. In fact, the #1 ad in the Home Business Connection magazine, orange ad, it says get paid to give it away, produces more leads than any other ad in that magazine. Why? Because we're real. It's a real deal. It's not. We're not hiding behind anything. We tell people exactly what you're going to be doing. I have a 24/7 training website that I own, and we have it up there for anyone to go there. You can go there in your pajamas and learn everything about building the business. 24/7 opportunity presentation and the 3-minute sizzle message that's on the cards. When you order your cards, you'll see that message on there. You can listen to it at 646-222-0145. Again, it's basically giving you tools to make your life easier, and it sure does, ladies and gentlemen. At least you have the opportunity to go to them and a training website. Now, we're simple and easy and fun. When you go to bed tonight, after seeing this presentation, I want you to think simple, easy, and fun. You know, everybody can pass out something for free and get paid to do so. We don't ask anybody for money. We don't ask anybody to change their buying habits. Now, as an IMR, remember, we got 2 places for you to get started, and each one has a financial advantage. As an IMR, Independent Manager Rep, you can earn 80 cents, up to 80 cents usage bonus every time your savings card is used. As a pace setter, you can earn up to $1 usage bonus every time your savings card is used. So there's a lot of money there. No matter which position you choose, we still do the same work to get paid. Just so you know, that's what we do. So it just depends on you to make a decision on what you want to earn and how fast you want to go. Now, when you join as an IMR, you can get up to 80 cents a claim. And guess what? I got a little chart here. So 1,000 claims coming in on your ID number is an extra $9,600 a year. 5,000 claims is an extra $48,000 a year. I can remember being a cop and not earning $48,000 a year. And I had to slap a gun and a badge and a vest on to go out and do my work. So this is very lucrative, but it's not our highest pay plan. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Now, pace setter, you can earn up to $1. Now, think about that. How many thousands of prescriptions do you think are being filled right now in your neighborhood as we do this presentation? A lot. So just think if you had a small portion of those using your card to get a discount. Well, 1,000 claims coming in under your ID number, that creates an extra $12,000 a year. Not a bad part-time income. 5,000 claims, an extra $60,000 a year. And we've got people in the company that make more than that, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I want to talk about leveraging yourself. You see, this is what, that when you figure this out, you understand you get more done when you build a team. You know, you couldn't play football by yourself against the other team. But imagine building a team of 10, 20, 50, or 100 people all passing out these cards for free. The neat thing about it is not only do you get paid on the cards that you're handing out, but you also get paid on the cards your team members are handing out as well. So it's a win-win for everybody. Now, an example of the money. As an IMR, let's say you hand out 10 of these cards a day. Now, you can decide how many cards you want to put out a day or a week. It's up to you. But this example, I'm using 10 cards out into the marketplace a day. And just 10. Now, let's say that only 1 out of 10 were actually used to get 2 prescriptions filled per month. Only 1 out of the 10 were actually used to get 2 prescriptions filled per month. And then you went out and you found one other person to join your team that wanted to do the exact same thing as you. You know, put out 10 and find one other person. Well, in this example of passing out 10 and finding one business partner to pass out 10, you would be earning over $3,000 a month. 25 cards passed out. In this example, over $8,000 a month. I just wanted to show you this because that's the power of leverage. And I wanted to show you this, that you can decide how many cards you put out. It's up to you. There's no bosses here. There's no requirements here. But you do know there's money tied to when you're putting cards out. So I just wanted you to understand that. Now let me ask you, what would you do with an extra $3,000 a month? You know, when we were bankrupt, Shelley and I were bankrupt, and we were in home foreclosure, we could have used this $3,000 right now. But let me ask you, what would that do for you if we could make that happen for you? Would it catch up on your mortgage? Would it allow you peace of mind knowing that you can retire at a decent age? How about pay for the kids' college or pay off bills or maybe buy the new car or boat, take more vacations and secure the retirement? It's up to you, but I can tell you it's life-changing with this company. And it all starts with activity. So let's talk about what's it cost to get started. Well, as an independent managing rep, pay $39 to get started and $39 per month on a month-to-month basis. You can order your cards through your back office if you'd like, and you can order them in small quantities of 1,000, okay? And that's up to you. However, when you join as a pace setter, they're going to give you cards. They're actually going to give you cards. So IMRs don't, but you have access to the cards at wholesale. But pace setter, you have the ability to join for a one-time fee of $269, and you get 5,000 personal cards sent to you by the company. It takes about 10 working days, but man, that's enough to get started. And again, if you're a pay sitter, you can earn up to $1 per claim. So our monthly cost for this business, our overhead, our auto ship is less than $10 a week. Now, where can you earn the kind of money I just explained for less than $10 a week investment? Well, let me tell you what you get. First of all, for that less than $10 a week investment, $39 a month. You're either going to get independent manager rep pay or pay setter pay, depending on which way you sign. 2 websites. You're going to get an RX card wholesale prices, like I mentioned for the IMRs. They can buy starting at 1,000 cards on up, depending on what you want. Online card drug pricing tool, online card printing system, online pharmacy locator, free back office tracking system, free training weekly, and access to our training site. So, and then remember that pay setters get 5,000 cards sent to them by the corporate office. Now, we also have a membership that's part of the program that's included of that $39 monthly, and that's free identity theft protection. You see all the crimes going on and all the commercials. We have that service, and you'll have it too because you joined as a member of New Legacy. We have a free legal plan, financial education, tax service, credit monitoring, and the New Legacy Saver Card where you can save bundles of money on everything from travel, hotels, car repair, and a whole lot more. So it's a beautiful card. The company packages all that together, and that's our monthly overhead. Not much when you talk about the return you get from this business. Now, as an independent managing rep, which includes a benefits pack, you can get paid weekly up to 64 times a year. Remember I said you can earn commissions up to 80 cents, but we can also earn cab bonuses. So on the screen you're seeing cab bonuses. Those are bonuses. They're called customer acquisition bonuses, and you can earn up to $30 customer acquisition bonus, and you can earn overrides up to $20. So you can see there's some money there when you're sponsoring other IMRs. However, if you're looking for executive income like I was and Shelley was when we joined, I want you to consider this. And this is really for the people who want the big money. This is for people who really want to go fast. These are people that are the go-getters. They're exactly what the position is called, pace setter. They're the ones that set the pace. The company, like I said, gives you 5,000 cards. You can get paid up to 64 times a year. You get everything in the IMR program plus everything in the pace setter program. You can earn commissions up to $1, 40-cent override on the team, but you also earn these fast start bonuses and fast start overrides of $100 and infinity pay and coded bonuses of $100. You can see it on my screen. There's a lot of money to be made. This thing can spit out $100 bills. They'll have you running to your mailbox instead of running away from the mailbox. That's a fact. Now, let's see how you get in profit. Let me grab a sip of water here before I apologize, but I was losing my voice here. Hang on. Sorry about that. A lot of people ask me, they say, Jeff, how do I get my initial investment back? We put money up. We want to know how fast we get it back. You just got to sponsor 3 people like yourself. That's it. You're in profit. You invested $269. And you go out and bring in 3 pay setters just like yourself, you now have earned $325. And guys, that's paid the following week. Now, it can be very quick. We have people doing it in a week, and we have people that do it in a month. Some people do it in 3 months. There's no time limit, but you just got to do it. That's all, and you get your money back. That's what Shelley and I needed to do. When we started as pay setter. We actually had a garage sale to be able to afford it. We went out and sold some things from our garage on a garage sale to be able to afford the entry fee and the ongoing cost. So, and back in those days, we had to buy cards separately. The company didn't send us 5,000 cards. So, for example, when you sponsor 4 pay setters, you're now eligible for $150 every time you sponsor somebody because you will have now reached the rank of regional director. How easy is that? 2 people is director. You sponsor 2 people, you're a director. 4 people, you're a regional director. And then you qualify for unlimited death pay. Let's talk about that. As a regional director, you bring in 10 people, you earn $1,500. There is no quicker money than being involved in New Legacy to be able to be paid unlimited levels. So what if 10 people, because there's coded bonuses, just fell in your group? You didn't have anything to do with it. So you had nothing to do with it, just 10 people coming into your group. Maybe you sponsored a go-getter, somebody that's really doing it, and you'll have been paid $1,000. You might have been on the beach in Florida. You might have been in the mountains of North Carolina, and you'll have a check in your mailbox of $1,000. What if 100 people joined your group next month in your coded organization? That's $10,000 to you the following week. Ladies and gentlemen, there's real money here. What if 1,000 people joined your group over the next 6 months? And ladies and gentlemen, it seems like a big number, 1,000 people, but it happened for us. And it happens because you find a few people who go out and find a few people, and it just adds up. That's $100,000 to you, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, it's simple and easy. It's new legacy. There's a lot of money to be paid. Now, let me tell you another way you can earn money. You don't need to join 4 companies to earn residual income. We have multiple streams of income with one company. Everybody pays the $39 monthly. What about if you got paid off of everybody paying the $39 monthly? And that's exactly what it is. You can earn up to $8 per month off of each membership, up to $4 in team overrides to unlimited depth. So, for example, if you built an organization of 3 wide, and you can go as wide as you want, but let's use 3 wide in this example, and you drove that down 6 levels deep, ladies and gentlemen, you'd be earning over $15,000 per month off of the $39 monthly membership fee. Now, if you went 5 wide, and I can tell you Sean and I are a lot wider than 5, but you can go 5 wide, and you drive it down 6 levels deep, you'd be earning over $125,000 per month off of people that when they pay their monthly membership fee. So the company even pays you off of the new legacy membership. Just another stream of income. Now, there's tax advantages of a home-based business, and I'm not an accountant, but I have one, and I can tell you, the average family that's working a job and owns a business like this can get back $5,000 on their taxes simply by documenting some of their expenses. And examples are vehicle mileage, computer, office supplies, utilities, travel expenses, property taxes, insurance, homeowners, phone, your cell phone, your home phone, household maintenance, entertainment, and dining out. It's all there for you, and obviously you want to, you see in the fine print I got down there, make sure you get with your accountant, because I'm not one, but I can tell you that we deduct many of these things I just showed you on the screen, and you can get money back. Why not take advantage of being a business owner today, whether you want to be a small business owner, a medium business owner, or a huge business owner. It's up to you. These expenses and deductions are for you, but get with your accountant. Now, let me recap what we talked about here. We're the most unique, profitable home business in the industry. As I've looked at them all, and I continually look at them all, I've never seen anything like this. We just give away the product. You're going to feel good about sharing. There's no big monthly auto ship, no home meetings for you to attend, no hotel meetings to get dressed up, and no weekend rallies for you to get all pumped up and drive across the country, and then you leave and you get home to reality and say, oh my gosh, what did I do? I just spent a couple $100 for nothing. Simple, easy, and fun. When you go to bed tonight, that's what I want you to think about. Paysitters, you can earn executive income. We're living proof of getting out of the doldrums of financial disparity and do it within 2 years, 24 months, of being able to pull ourselves up, pull the boots up, the straps up, and go. The fact is, you're going to feel good. 90 million people need this card right now. You don't get rejected. I don't like rejection, and guess what? This business, you don't get rejected. We're just getting started. So 2 ways to take advantage of this. I believe, this is in my heart, that I believe opportunities like this only come around once in a lifetime. I hope you recognize it. It's kind of like the people that started Amway, 50 years ago. They probably were leery too, but I'll tell you what, if you see it, you want to get involved in it. Independent managing rep is $39 commitment today. If you want to join as Paysitter, it's a $269. And don't forget, you get 5,000 cards to get started. So remember, when you start at $39, you're going to have to buy cards. It's going to be about probably $80 for you shipped to your house. And so you're going to have extra expense because you can't do this business without cards. So one way or another, you're going to need the product to get it out in the marketplace. That's how we make money. So take a look at this. You probably won't go to sleep tonight. Let me ask you 2 questions. Now, hearing my presentation, do you think you can hand out free pharmacy discount cards? And number 2, do you think you can find a few others that might want to get paid to give something away for free? The only question is, will you? The only question is, will you? And I just want to tease you with a little something. There's something that Shelly and I do for our Paysitters that join our team, because our Paysitters produce the most. And that's what we are, and that's what we want you to be. So listen to this. Our first mover bonus, and it's time sensitive. So it's time sensitive. I don't mean to sound like a salesperson, but we got to put it time sensitive, because if not, people drag their feet. That's the fact. And you don't want to do this on this type of opportunity. You want to get in and get rocking and rolling. All right, here we go. We have a 24-hour first mover Paysitter advantage. You join as a Paysitter, we're going to place you in the group. That means the next person that comes in will place underneath you, and so on. So you may wake up, you may come in on a Monday and wake up on a Friday with 4 or 5 people underneath you. It just depends on how the sponsoring is going. So you're going to have, in other words, I call it our little individual profit sharing program. We don't believe in just us making profit. We know that to have a successful team, and we do, we have the #1 team in the entire United States, not just with this company, with all of the like companies. we're the #1 team in the country, and the reason why is we share in the profits. We put people underneath you. Obviously, you're going to have to do your work. This isn't something you sit back and just receive the rewards, but it's 24 hours for you to make this decision. That's the fact. 24 hours. We're going to help you create leverage weekly pay. That's what this does. Have you running to the mailbox. Instead of running away, it'll have you run into the mailbox. Okay, so it's the first mover bonus. So 39, here's what you get. 39 investment, you can pay it up to 80 cents. We're going to give you the best locations guide of 2011. You know, we've been doing this long enough. We know the exact locations to put the cards at. Okay, we know where to drop your cards off at. And that's really what we do. We're going to teach you how to advertise for free for reps on Craigslist. So you're going to get our free recruiting guide. No one else in the industry has that. No one. And as a pace setter, look at these bonuses. You get paid up to $1 per claim. You're going to get the 5,000 cards from the company. We'll help you sponsor and place other reps under you in our power line. That's that first mover advantage. You're going to give the best locations guide, the Craigslist recruiting guide. And listen to this. Shelly will work with you one-on-one on the phone and help you, and she'll do a few for you to personally book some medical offices for you just to run by and drop your cards off. We're going to preset those appointments up. She'll do a few of those to get you going. Okay? So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the advantage of being with the Cosgrove team. We're going to teach you to be successful. If you've been in trouble before in a business and never made any money, not now, not anymore, get that out of your head because this is totally different. You're going to have some fun. Here's what you need to do. Time-sensitive bonuses. In order to have these bonuses, you must act now to receive them. You can't put a price tag on these bonuses. We're the top husband and wife distribution team in the entire industry, not just the company. No other distributors, and I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you, offer such an insider perspective of these secrets. They're all at your fingertips. You have a choice either do it right or do it wrong. We only partner with a few, and we partner with pace setters. Okay, 24 hours. Shelly's phone number is on the screen, 734-731-7883. That's right to her cell phone. If she's busy on the phone, like she is a lot of times, she will call you back within that day or within that time, an hour or whatever. So remember, call Shelly, 734-731-7883. And like Shelly likes to tell people, because we've been involved in the industry a long time and been involved in a few companies, this will be the last home-based business you will ever need to look at. You guys have a blessed day. God bless. Thanks for coming on. Everybody, we've picked up a lot of people on this call since we've started. But we appreciate each and every one of you. You guys make it a great day. God bless.